This is EMS TV and you are watching EMS English News, and here are today's top stories. Leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi has launched a nationwide signature campaign called Student Voice. The campaign aims to raise issues such as paper leaks, exams problem, high education fees and unemployment. Rahul Gandhi shared the campaign link on social media and asked students across India to join. He said many students have suffered because of exam irregularities and rising cost of education. He urged students to sign the petition and share their suggestions. According to Rahul Gandhi, the more students participate, the stronger their voice will be. He said the campaign will help take student concern directly to the government. The Rajya Sabha election process for 26 seats in 12 states have been completed. The India won 19 seats while the India bloc secured 6 seats. 1 seat was won by ZPM party from Mizoram. In Jharkhand, 2 Rajya Sabha seats were contested. Independent candidate and businessman Parimal Nathwani, supported by the BJP, won 1 seat. The other seat was won by JMM candidate Baidyanath Ram. The Congress suffered a setback in Jharkhand after reports of cross-voting led to its candidate's defeat. Out of the 26 seats, 23 candidates were elected unopposed before voting. The final result gave the NDA and the India bloc 1 additional seat each compared to earlier expectations. The elections were held smoothly and the results are seen as important ahead of upcoming parliamentary sessions. In Odisha, government has found 1,678 mistakes in new school textbook for classes 1st to 8th. The highest number of errors, 705, was found in class 8 books. The government has ordered an investigation. Chief Minister Mohan Charan Majhi directed officials to identify those responsible and take strict action. In one book, scientist Isaac Newton was wrongly described as a pilot. Another book incorrectly identified Karnataka's Hampi Temple as the Konark Sun Temple. Authorities are reviewing all textbooks. Mumbai's best employees began an indefinite strike on Friday, affecting bus services across the city. Only a limited number of buses left 27 depots in the morning, causing major travel problems for commuters. Many office workers and students had to use the metro, auto rickshaws and taxis to reach their destination. The employees are demanding better salaries, payment of pending dues for retired workers and an end to the contract system. The strike has affected around 2.5 million passengers who depend on best buses every day. Authorities are monitoring the situation as talks continue with workers' representatives. A fire broke out at a snack factory in Nandvihar, Dwarka, Delhi on Friday morning. Firefighters quickly reached the site after receiving an alert. According to the Delhi Fire Service, the fire was reported around 1 am at the factory near Dwarka Metro Station in Sector 16A. The flames spread to the tin-shed section of the factory. 8 fire engines were sent to control the blaze. Firefighters brought the fire under control by 1:40 am. Cooling operations continue until 3:30. Officials said no injuries or loss of life were reported. The cause of the fire is being investigated. US Vice President J.D. Vance has criticized Israeli leaders who are opposing the recent Iran deal. He said critics should understand the reality on the ground before attacking the agreement. Speaking to reporters, Vance said that if he were part of the government of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, he would not publicly question the United States, Israel's strongest ally. Vance also said Israel is becoming increasingly isolated and faces difficult challenges. He noted that Israel has a population of about 9 million people and does not have many options when dealing with regional security issues. His remarks come as debate continue over the agreement between the US and Iran, with some Israeli leaders expressing concern about its impact on Israel's security. The comments have sparked fresh discussion about relations between Washington and Jerusalem. Russia's capital Moscow saw unusual black rain after a large Ukrainian drone attack. Local people said rain mixed with soot and oily particles fell from the sky. Cars, roads, buildings and clothes were covered in black dust. The incident happened after more than 1,000 drones were reportedly launched toward Moscow. Russian air defenses stopped many of them, but one drone hit the Moscow oil refinery. A huge fire broke out at the refinery, sending thick black smoke into the air. Experts believe the black rain was caused by smoke and pollution from the refinery fire mixing with rain clouds. No major injuries from the black rain were reported. Authorities are checking air quality and investigating the environmental impact of the attack. The war between the United States and Iran has ended after both sides signed an interim peace agreement. US President Donald Trump signed the Memorandum of Understanding on Wednesday night at the historic Palace of Versailles in France. French President Emmanuel Macron was present during the signing ceremony. After signing the documents, Trump loudly announced deal signed, marking the end of the conflict. Meanwhile, Shehbaz Sharif called the agreement the Islamabad Agreement and welcomed the peace effort. The deal is expected to reduce tension in the Middle East and open the door for further diplomatic talks between the two countries. Indian stock markets witnesses a sharp decline on Thursday. The Sensex dropped nearly 800 points to around 76,600, while the Nifty fell about 200 points and traded near 23,950. IT stocks led the losses across the market. Shares of Infosys plunged up to 8%, while TCS and Tech Mahindra fell around 6% each. HCL Tech also declined by nearly 5%. Investors remain cautious due to heavy selling in technology stocks. The weakness in IT shares dragged the broader market lower during trading. Mexico became the first team to qualify for the FIFA World Cup knockout stage. The co-host nation defeated South Korea 1-0 in their Group A match on Friday. Midfielder Luis Romo scored the only goal of the game. Goalkeeper Rangel made two crucial saves to keep a clean sheet and secure the victory. With this win, Mexico booked its place in the round of 32. The team has impressed fans with strong performances and solid defense. South Korea fought hard but could not find an equalizer. Mexico now look ahead to the next stage with confidence. India's monsoon has slowed down after reaching 19 states in just 15 days. Since arriving in Kerala on June 4th, the monsoon has remained stuck near the Uttar Pradesh-Chhattisgarh border for the last 5 days, dealing widespread rainfall. Meanwhile, pre-monsoon showers were reported in Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Rajasthan, Chhattisgarh, Haryana and Delhi. Strong winds and rain hit Hisar in Haryana, while hailstorms were reported in Sirsa. Several districts in Madhya Pradesh also witnesses thunderstorms and showers. Despite pre-monsoon activities, temperatures remain above 40 degrees Celsius in 7 states including Uttar Pradesh and Rajasthan. Banda in Uttar Pradesh recorded the country's highest temperature at 43.2 degrees Celsius on Thursday. Rainfall data till June 18 shows a severe deficit in several states. Maharashtra received 78% less rain than normal, while Gujarat recorded a 79% rainfall shortfall. Overall, 19 states are still waiting for stronger monsoon rains, raising concern over heat and water availability. That's all for today's bulletin. We'll be back with more updates next time. Until then, this is Tamanna Rizvi signing off. Have a good day.